Rowan, and this is Good to Know. Today we are here with Linda Shearer, who is the founder and the secretary for the CAHS Patriots. Linda, it's good to have you here with us today.
Well, it's nice to have Armstrong back with us. I think sometimes people think we're probably one of the most repeated programs on Armstrong, but I think that has a lot to do with, one, what we do, and two, that Armstrong is so phenomenal in getting the message out to the community about good things.
Thank you, Linda. Tell us about your latest fundraiser.
Well, for the last 10 years, we have had an annual auction. And the last 2 years, the revenue sort of went downhill, and we thought about it, and instead of losing money, we decided to try something different. So this year, we are selling yard signs. Our mission statement says that the CAHS Patriots, of course, is comprised of students and teachers and community members and so on. Our purpose is to promote patriotism and pride, send packages to our deployed, and have programs to honor our veterans, both living and deceased. So consequently, it takes money to do that. And you know, there are some people who have always been so supportive, and we thank heaven for them. But, you know, you have to do. And I hate fundraising when everybody jumps on the same bandwagon then. So we thought about it, and we decided yard signs. Something that is quick, is easy, anybody can put one in their yard, and I hope it gets our message out that's embedded in our mission statement.
How much are the yard signs? Where will they be available?
Well, the yard signs are 24 inches wide, 18 inches high. They're full color on both sides, and they're $10. Right now, you can purchase them at Catherine's Jewelry. You can purchase them at Pleasant Valley Water Authority. I don't want to say the names of the other places right yet today because I have 4 or 5 that I have to deliver to when we're done here, and I don't want them to get to them before I get to them, if you know what I mean. Or they can call 724-322-1494, leave a message, and we'll arrange to meet with them and get them delivered.
I understand that this is going to be your big fundraiser for the
Yes,
year.
this is it, except for, of course, always participating in the community events, the Mum Festival, the Geranium Festival, Connellsville Christmas, and so on. This will be, you know, the biggest.
Could you tell us some ways that you use the funds, some of the bigger projects that you do?
Well, of course, the very first thing I said is supporting our troops. To date, we have shipped 11,582 packages to some of the harshest places on earth. And I have to tell you that each package has a content value of $45 to $50. And unfortunately, you have to pay postage. So that is right now $16 per package. So when you look at it and you have $65 per package times that 11,000, that's quite a revenue. The second thing we do is we have had breakfast, lunch, and dinner programs to honor our local veterans. And there have been 2,500 attend those so far. In December, we go to the National Cemetery of the Alleghenies. I don't know if you know, but I didn't know we had a national cemetery 60 miles of Connellsville. It's a mini Arlington. And when I learned that, I thought, wow. The first year we went, we had been responsible for 350 wreaths. And when the gentleman announced that they had 500 wreaths available for the graves that year, my kids on the bus on the way home, because we always take a bus or two down, the community's welcome to go with us. They're like, Ms. Shearer, next year, can we do for all the graves? And it's like, we can hope. Yeah, we can hope. We've raised for a total of 5,000 graves.
That's great. Good job.
We raised for the Flight 93 Memorial $5,000. Since Connellsville Area High School originated, or the school district originated in 1967, we have lost 8 of our grads in service. When you come in the building to the right, there is a curved wall, and you'll notice there are 8 bronze plaques. That is to honor the 8 young men who died in service. And I guess my 4-ton baby, as I refer to it, I was told after we incorporated, my nephew said to me, Linda, I learned where if you're a 501c3, you can write to the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. And I said, oh, well, but we're just a little group in a little town, because, we have no major business or industry. And he said, oh, you know what you always say about trying. I did. I wrote the letter. I explained what we had done to that point. I hadn't heard for a year. And I thought, they didn't even care enough to reject me. So I received an email, and it said, Dear Mr. Shearer, I'm reaching out to you personally. And I thought, delete. But I didn't. Someone walked up to me, and I thank God I didn't, because we were one of 1,100 entities from all 50 states and 6 foreign countries to be chosen. And on February 10th of 2010, school was delayed. It was so cold, but we boarded a charter bus outside of my house. Armstrong was there. And we went to Hangar 17 at JFK International, and it was loaded. The Morrow Trucking had sent a driver for us to bring it back. We had a couple veterans with us, and they placed flags over it, and you're not allowed to transport with flags on something. But they made sure these were tied down, so tight. And the driver said, when we met the next day, Mayor Matthews had arranged for a little parade through town and up around the school and so on, and the kids came out to see it for the first time. The driver said, you can't believe how many people blew the horn and waved at me on the way down, the interstates and things like that. So that was a thrill for us. Then with the renovations, here it is. And we're so glad, because you and I will never forget 9/11. So many of the students here right now weren't even born at the time. But, God bless all who helped, who we lost, and so on. Let's always remember. And it's beautiful coming into the foyer here. We'll never forget.
Now, Linda, this is your 15th anniversary for the Patriots.
Yes.
You had a lot of volunteers that have helped you over those 15 years.
It's amazing. It started with just a handful of students, I have to tell you. And, we sort of had a goal. And amazingly enough, our goal was multiplied 10 times over. And we have continued to grow. Members of the community have come on board. More students have come on board. Some of the parents of some of the young men that were lost in service are part of the group now. But I have to tell you, something kind of special. Just recently, I had somebody pretty famous come on board. And he's with us this morning, Representative Ryan Warner. And it's my pleasure to say, Mr. Warner, Mr. Rowan.
Good to have you here, Representative Warner. Tell us why you were involved with the CAHS Patriots.
Well, look, what they do is one of the most noble things that we can do for our community, right? And look, the people that support us and fight for us overseas are perhaps some of the most important people in our whole country, right? And as we live our lives every day, sometimes that can go in a back burner. So groups like this that are constantly out on the front line, willing to put forth that effort to say, hey, guys, we know what you're doing. We haven't forgot, and we respect. We love you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing for our country. But let them know that they're not forgotten. Even if that package just says, hey, there's people back home thinking about us. And look, I love our veterans. I try to do as much as I can for veterans organizations. So when Linda was telling me about the Connellsville Patriots, I was like, oh my God, I have to get involved with you guys. And look, one of the first things she was telling me about was their fundraiser, and this is the signs that they're selling, and look, this is a message that I fully support. To have this out in front of your house or in your yard to say, hey, we stand with our troops, we stand with our military, we respect what they do. Hey, I'm going to support this 100%. I'm on board. I want to thank the Patriots for everything that they do for our community and for our troops overseas. And Chip, I want to thank you and Armstrong for everything that you guys do. And hey, I'm so excited for this. This message is great. This fundraiser is great, and this is just a great organization.
It's a great way to show our support.
It is.
Yeah. Linda, remind us one more time, how much are the signs? Where can we buy them?
Okay, once again, they're $10. You can purchase them at Catherine's Jewelry on Crawford Avenue. You can purchase them at Pleasant Valley Water Authority on Moyer Road, or you can call 724-322-1494, and we'll arrange to get them to you.
Excellent. Well, Linda, thank you for coming out. Representative Warner, thank you for coming out. And this is good to know.